you will be content and own nothing. The plans for the Great Reset are hazy and difficult to describe, but Elon Musk is giving us the pieces we need to see the truth behind the curtain. Klaus Schwab, a member of the World Economic Forum, has concealed himself behind their agenda of saving the world to set a plan in motion that could change the world as we know it. Welcome back to another exciting video from Informative Scoop. Today's video is about Elon Musk. Klaus Schwab is fooling you. Before starting the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. But have the struggle and the plan begun? Elon Musk could expose them and save us all. Join us as we explore the validity of Elon Musk's master plan warning. Klaus Schwab has served as the World Economic Forum's chairman for over 50 years. The organization was founded to promote entrepreneurship that is both ethical and intelligent. If you believe the organization's mission statement, everything it does stems from it. However, their actions show otherwise. The top 1% of bankers, corporate executives, financiers, prominent heads of state, and the leaders of important international organizations, including the World Bank, IMF, World Trade Organization, and United Nations, congregate at the EEF's annual meeting in Davos, Switzerland. Additionally, it includes some of the most annoying individuals on the planet, including Prince Andrew, a worldwide wanted man, Carlos Ghosn, a former member of JP Morgan, and Bill Gates. All men and women who have the ability and connections to shape social changes that, until everything is said and done, would go unrecognized. The coronavirus pandemic provided the ideal occasion to finally shake things up when the globe was grappling with defining what the new normal would include. The Great Reset plan has been around for longer than many of us might believe. The WEF introduced the Great Reset as an economic strategy to rebuild every aspect of our societies. The forum advocates for stakeholder capitalism, in which businesses prioritize maximizing profits over maximizing the well-being of all stakeholders, including the Earth and its inhabitants. This would ultimately result in capitalism with a dash of Marxism, where businesses would significantly impact how nations worldwide are governed on the surface. This appears to be a manufacturing plant, but a closer examination of Schwab's 2020 book, also known as The Great Reset, reveals a different story. In a society where the government has a say in every part of our lives, influencing our belief system, lifestyle, healthcare, and more, the book advocates for increased monitoring of individuals for their security. More sacrifices for the greater good will be expected of you, and your quality of life will be reduced to suit the whims and nerves of a select few. There are so many economic, sociological, and historical inaccuracies in Schwab's book that it could as well have been titled How to Seize Power in a Democratic Country Peacefully. These inaccuracies are intended to support less freedom as beneficial for people's well-being. There is no discussion of how to break up the monopolies of big tech and big pharma, and there are no recommendations for expanding educational opportunities or lowering the consumption of junk food and other unhealthy foods. Promoting local consumption should be mentioned in removing barriers to entrepreneurship. Rain. John Malden emphasized the issue with the Big Reset, claiming that it is just another instance of affluent, powerful elites saving their awareness through fictitious efforts to save the masses while enhancing their own money and power. But Australian journalist Maurice Newman from Spectator did it better. Anyone who appreciates free speech and dreads big government should be concerned. Problems with the Great through multi-stakeholder partnerships with governments and civil organizations. The Great Reset turns corporations from simple shareholders into custodians of our societies. This paradigm is already being developed. To give companies a particular place within the UN and the WEF inked a contentious and strategic agreement in 2019. Currently, 40 international multi-stakeholder bodies are in charge of establishing policies and standards that impact all facets of our economy. Large corporations will start influencing decisions about our healthcare and how food is distributed. This was already evident at the UN Food Summit in 2021, where there was no debate about holding businesses accountable for their labor violation and the environment because all they cared about was finding new investment opportunities. The COVID-19 intellectual property laws were requested in 2020. Technology should be temporarily lifted to improve production and distribution, particularly for developing companies, big pharma, and self-described benefactors. Bill Gates declined it because safeguarding their revenue and market dynamics were of more importance. Secondly, to safeguard the global health of millions of people. For the simple reason that he is not a member of our reality, Klaus Schwab is not striving for a better one. He is a member of the global elite and started the World Economic Forum to enrich himself and advance his view of what is morally correct. His book demonstrated that the working class, which makes up the bulk of the world's population, is not respected or considered by him, the WEF, or the elite that founded it. The goal is to launch a covert offensive so we don't undermine their monopolies and power, not to improve healthcare, wealth distribution, or government. The WEF is interfering, but they need help recruiting one individual for their plan. The controversial billionaire Elon Musk is well known for speaking out against injustices when he sees them, and this is no exception. However, he is currently having some difficulties. When the S&P 500 released its yearly update in a statement, it removed Tesla from its ESG index. To support its choice, S&P highlighted that Tesla does not have a low-carbon policy in its Code of Corporate Conduct. At its Fremont factory in Ka, Tesla was allegedly accused of racial discrimination and poor working conditions. Despite Tesla's removal from the ESG list, ExxonMobil, an oil and gas conglomerate, Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft all retain their top positions. Elon Musk has criticized the global rating agency, calling it a fraud and a tool of false social justice activists. Many now think it's too late to fight the oligarchs' influence over the global economy. They are the elite of world leaders in business and politics who believe they know what is best for everyone and who must save the rest of us from our narrow-mindedness. They are investing $319 million in media organizations like CNN, NBC, PBS, Al Jazeera, BBC, Atlantic, Financial Times, Daily Telegraph, Le Monde, and El Pa. They are annoyed by the purchase, not because of Musk's motivation, but because it threatens their media hegemony. Elon Musk and Twitter are compared to a virtual town square. The oligarchs' attempts to organize information and control one of the world's key communication channels are impacted by their purchase of Twitter. As more people become aware of their expanding influence, their ability to influence governments, and the huge reset resulting from the acquisition, all the lies concealed beneath layers of false information will come to light. His admissions of Twitter's suspicious activities involving Twitter files have demonstrated that he is. What would happen if a significant participant in the international arena refused to play the game because they were afraid to reveal their filthy secrets? This worries them, after all. He has demonstrated the power social media has over governments and how these platforms suppress those who don't share their viewpoints, increasing public awareness of the hidden agendas at play. This demonstrates that if we do not exercise caution, stay alert to their plans, and fight for our rights, they may take away our ability to live a basic existence for the sake of a purportedly larger good while posing as the world's saviors. Do you agree with Elon Musk's assessment of Klaus Schwab? Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.